Well, what is the crack? How are you getting on? Are you good? You're all very welcome to the Ramble Pod at the fourth one. Should have been really only the third one, but it's the fourth one for, I think today is the 26th. Is it the 26th? Oh, I don't know with the heat. There's a fly inside in the room here. You'll probably hear him fucking leaping around the place there, the bastard. The fucking size of the flies. I'm not saying this fella is big or anything, but I came in this morning and he was using my fucking toothbrush. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're not built for this heat at all, sure we're not. We're not built for this heat. Fucking hell, I think it's after hitting 27 or 28 degrees outside there today. And I know, there's somebody in Bermuda laughing at us. 28, 29 degrees. Lads in Dubai going, whatever. Australian, there's a lot of people in Australia and even America going, what the fuck? We're not set up for it. This is the problem. Every fucking place is 28 degrees. It's a year grand. All your cars have powerful fucking aircon. All your buildings, all your shops, all your homes, everything has powerful aircon. Nah, we've none of that. So everything is 28 degrees, all at the one time. Like, Jesus Christ. If you left a drop of water out, you could fucking make a drop of tea out of it. Oh, it is absolutely fucking boiling. We're not built for it. Like, even I was looking at the wardrobe there, lads. We just don't have the gear for it either, like. You see, but you know what? There's a certain level of respectability, I reckon, to that too. Like, because, do you know what I mean? There's only so much summer gear you can be wearing before you start fucking veering into absolute ball bag territory, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck who you are, unless you're playing a lot of sports or whatever. Like, throwing on a pair of shorts, if you haven't thrown a pair of shorts on in like 6 months or whatever, there's a bit of intrepidation where you're going, I could look like a total fucking stone's hair, couldn't I? I could. Do you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, you're fully within your right and all the rest, but there's a small little factor in the back of your mind telling you the lads could give me shit for this, like, if I look like a complete fucking twat. Do you know? Like, countries that are hot all the time and are a bit probably more, I suppose maybe, I don't know, is liberal the right word? We're liberal enough in our own way. We've voted for the 8th Amendment. We have first gay rights thing and all the rest, but there's a time and a place too. Like, there's still blokes going around in jeans there and fucking heavy shirts. Do you know what I mean? Because they will not be fucking slagged off by their friends. And that's the difference, like, you'll rarely get to pure level of ballbaggery. Like, I mean, yes, there are some levels, you know, as having Johnny Smacks have talked about this, and the level of his jeans tightness, mother of fucking Jesus, like. Do you know, but that's the new age. That's the new form of people wearing jeans that are absolutely fucking ludicrous. But that's, you know, it's a fashion. Everybody's, you know, I'm sure the first fella to wear ludicrous jeans took some slagging off the boys, like. Like, I mean, you go to, even to the UK, things are fucking different. Things are different. I was in London earlier this year, gigging. Just 2 nights of gigging. I was there, but it was this time last year I was there as well. And I remember something stood out to me, like I was walking through, because that's the thing about London, it's laid out, especially certain areas in the city centre, it's like the fucking Hunger Games. There are quite literally styles of people that hang out, and there will be a line almost where the footpath changes, and over that is hipsters. Over there is fucking Afro-Caribbean town. Over there is the business day. And I remember I was walking through, like, this will show you now, like, the level of hipster that can be gotten away with, nothing to do with the heat. But it was a hot day, but there was like a fella sitting outside a cafe with a typewriter. Fair enough. But there's an old kind of brass typewriter, but he had it retrofitted. Now, this wasn't a bad invention, I suppose, but it is a spare of a thing because it's so unnecessary. But he was able to slip an iPad down inside it where the paper would be. And the little stalks are little like rubber bits on the end of them, and they come up and tap a keyboard that was on the iPad. Do you know, like fuck off. Fuck right off, like. Either use a typewriter or use the iPad, like. Do you know, I wanted to make him fucking eat the thing. But it was only then I crossed through the business district, and like that, nobody was giving him any fucking slagging about it, like. And I went, alright, fair enough. But it was when I walked through the business district and all these fellas are standing outside bars in their suits and smoking fags and stuff like that. I passed one group of lads all smoking, chit-chatting away, and one of them had his trousers tailored into, like, tailored shorts of trousers, like pinstriped trousers of a suit, black socks and the brogues on as well. And not one of the boys, not fucking one of them was giving him any shit about it. Can you imagine trying to do that in Ireland? You may as well fucking walk out into the traffic in the morning. You'd have a better hope of survival. You'd be skinned to the fucking bone by your friends for wearing shit like that. And that's where you know what, I think a small bit of a Irish cop honorary fuck you. Yeah, we'll sweat away all right, but at least we won't look like fucking tits doing it. Oh, for some aircon though. To be lovely, wouldn't it? I mean, the car is a bit of a respite with a bit of aircon, like, but by Jesus, every other place. And the grass burnt outside there. The farmers are roaring for a drop of rain. The heat wave has gotten to a point now where they're saying another couple of days of it. And there'll be shortages. But there's, the lawn, it's great. It's not growing. It just looks like, I mean, we're not quite at Mad Max level yet, like, but we'll be alright. We'll get through it. We're all getting a good suntan out of it anyway. Bar the Foxy lads, to be fair. God bless them. They're not. This won't be a long one now, lads. This won't be a long one. I got to burst out and do another bit because I recorded Friday's podcast with the guests today, so that is in the bag. That's in the can, and I'm recording another one on Friday for the following week. So we're back on track with the guests. I won't be. I can't. I'm just heading out. Lads. I haven't time. So we'll pop in a quick one. All I'm doing is just saying hello to you, checking, making sure you're all right, and all the rest of it. I was reading through there. I don't read your own because Google is so ridiculous. Like, it listens to your thoughts basically, and they know. They're not giving you, when you look up the Google app now on whatever, it's only giving you what they think you want to read. Like I'll never get anything about crocheting, or I don't really get much in the way of, what would you say, I suppose showbiz stuff either. But Conor McGregor did pop up, all right. He's going to get community service or so, but he hasn't been sentenced, so I don't know how he's gotten. But I think he's put his hand up to say he'd like to do community service. And he said the community service he'd like to do is helping inner city kids, and it's like, you get to fucking choose. How do you get to choose what you'd like to do? I mean, could he have said, "Listen, I'd like to, I'd like to just train. Yeah, I'd like to train, but I'll do it here in New York, and people can watch me, be inspirational. I'd like to just train for my next fight." Could he do that? Like, how do you... I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, what the fuck is he going to teach inner city kids? Like, is he going to honestly going to try and, relate? A lad who grew up in Crumlin, not the worst place on the planet, and went to fee-paying Gaelscoil. Went to 2 different fee-paying Gaelscoils when they moved to Lucan. Again, not a bad spot at all. Like, what's he going to tell these lads? Yeah, chin up, lads. You'll be alright. You'll get out of it. And just start teaching them Irish. Like, what? He's going to tell lads in a city of 12 million people, where in inner city rough fucking projects, he's going to tell them, chin up. You can make it, lads. You'll be alright. They won't fucking understand the word he's saying anyway, sure. Although something tells me that accent is a bit stronger than it needs to be. I don't think that accent is that strong. Interesting one, though. And also something that did pop up in my timeline that I would be interested in. How Peter Stringer's after retiring. The fucker, he said he's after retiring, right? He's 40 years of age. They showed a picture of him like today. He looks like he did 20 years ago. What fountain of youth is Peter Stringer drinking from? Like, I mean, he plays at a sport where you get clattered. It's not like he's been painting pictures for the last fucking 20 years professionally. Like, he's been getting battered around. Now, I know he's handy-sized fella and all the rest of it, like, but, like, what the have you seen it? Just Google a picture of Peter Stringer today. Like, he's got a beard, yeah, but he's ripped to fucking death at 40 years of age, like. Jesus Christ. I'm 36. I look like fucking death in comparison to him. Holy Christ almighty. Good on you, Peter Stringer. I played with his brother years ago. I think I may have broken his brother's ankle in training by accident. I may have. I could be wrong, but that was back when I was young and sprightly. I'm a bag of shit these days. Meghan and Henry are coming to Ireland. Henry, did you hear that? That'll tell you now, my level. Like, to say that I don't know about showbiz, lads. I'm guessing you've already fucking picked up on that. Anybody who's listened to the podcast before. I didn't even introduce the podcast, just went straight into it like we all know each other. I suppose we kind of do in a way. But if there is anybody new, actually, while I have you there, as the fella says, if there is anybody new, share it. If you like it, hit subscribe on whatever you're listening to. Obviously, we're based on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Castbox, all those usual ones. But if you're listening to it on something, you've already fucking found it. Do you know what I mean? I know if you Google it, all right, the first couple will actually pop up in front of you. You can just play them through the Google. But go in and find an app. Find a podcast app if you're new to podcasts. If you like it, hit subscribe. Fucking Apple haven't called me back yet, the motherfuckers. I told you about that last week. Sons of bitches. They've gotten rid of nearly all my reviews for some reason. They just decided, no, that's it. I don't know what it's about, but that's, you see, I'm not going to get into it. Blood pressure will fucking only get too fucking high. Those fucking bastards, aren't they? Jesus Christ. But yeah, the Ramble Pod, in case you're wondering, it's basically me just rambling on Tuesdays, having an old natter to the listeners. Hoping you're keeping well. The proper one, well, not the proper one, this is the proper one too, but the full one is out on Fridays. That's where I normally have a guest and we chatter about things. I try to shut up for an hour and let them actually say what they have to say. But sometimes you find people are a little bit, they take a while to warm the old engine up, so you have to do a bit of talking at the beginning. God almighty, I'm yawning from the heat. What's fucking wrong with me? Jesus Christ. Turns out anyway, not only do we have deer, rabbits, hawks, and foxes living in the near fucking 50 yards vicinity around the house. Last night, a team of bats. Now, fair play to them, they were gobbling up midges like there was nobody's fucking business. You want to see these bastards in action. There was swarms. Now, the midges obviously have no brains whatsoever because they were just clouds of them. The bats were like fucking pegging it through. You could see, like, if a bat could go, yeah, motherfuckers, they would have. Like, they were just open mouthed doing these, like, because at first I thought it was a bird, and I was like, is that bird sick? How the fuck is it able to pull 90-degree fucking turns at like 40 miles an hour in the air? How the fuck is it able to do that? Turns out it's a bat. Way cooler than any bird. The bats were just fucking pulling these fucking little... They were unbelievable. You could watch these fuckers for hours, the moves they were making. And they gobbling up fucking midges to bait the band. It was an impressive one to watch. So yeah, on top of all the delicious... I wonder what a bat is actually like. This fella he wasn't tiny. Do you know, you see some of them, they're tiny. I think I talked about it last year, how I found one in the Jacks. And he was pretty small. But this fella was alright. Like, there were 2 or 3 more that joined him alright. But this fella was... I mean, he was no fucking... Oh my God, look at this. Like, a hawk would fuck it up. Like, I don't know why bats get such a badass name. Like, because a hawk or a falcon would fuck him up in 2 seconds. Like, but yeah, Meghan and Harry, they're coming to Ireland. Very exciting stuff, apparently. I haven't looked up their itinerary. Apparently there is an itinerary. I mean, it must be a bag of shite being a royal. I mean, yeah, you don't really want for money or anything like that. That is kind of class. And you don't have ESB bills and stuff like that. And that's kind of class. And the tax never runs out in the car because that's kind of class. But imagine if the tax did run out and say Harry's car got pulled. Do you reckon they'd do it? Like a bad bastard would do him, like. He'd be alright, I suppose, though, wouldn't he? Granny'd cover it, I suppose. But at the same time, you cannot fucking shite without him knowing what you're doing. I mean, that must be some pain in the stones, mustn't it? Like, your every fucking waking move, you have to answer for yourself, like. Fucking hell. So they're coming to Ireland anyway. Should be a bit of crack. I mean, of course, there's going to be the obligatory fucking pint of Guinness shit, like. I mean, Harry looks like he's from here, essentially, doesn't he? He won't like the heat. Fucking hell, get an umbrella over that, lad. Meghan looks like she could take it. She's American, like, she has the sallow skin, she'd be grand. I don't know what, I'm guessing what the fuck would they want to do coming to Ireland, like? Because they can't really go off on the rip, like. Sure you can't, like. I mean, they're going to go windsurfing out in the west of Ireland or something. What are they going to do? Horse riding? You can do all that shit over in England, like. I suppose, yeah. They could go on. They could do the old Ed Sheeran on and get a lock-in, I suppose, somewhere. Handy enough, they get a lock-in, no bother, I suppose, wouldn't they? Yeah. Jeez, it'd be alright to go on a piss up actually with them, because you know, and there'd be no shame, like. There'd be no shame in going, I'm not putting my fucking hand in my pocket. 800 years, motherfucker. 800 years. And on top of that, then you could just go, and on top of that, none of that money is your money that you're paying for. So look, stick it on the old fucking granny credit card there. You'd be the finest ever more. Be grand. So yeah, that'd be one time. You'd have no shame in going on the piss with them. Sure you wouldn't. I have been getting inundated on the old chatty snaps and whatnot, and on Twitter, I've been getting fucking serious barbecue pictures, lads. Fair play to you. I was flat out over the fucking weekend. Sorry. I did barbecue something. I can't remember what. But tonight I am going to do pork chops. I've made up a hoisin sauce. Wait to hear this, lads. I made my own hoisin sauce. Because the other shit, while it's pretty clean, most of the stuff nowadays, like the Blue Dragon stuff, to make a nice hoisin sauce, you can make your own fucking one. Like, it's not that hard. I don't know, should I put up... Do people want the recipes of my sauces? I don't know. Maybe I should bend a heap them together. Again, find a fucking time for this stuff. But, yeah, pizza piss. I'm not going to tell you what to do with the pork chops. Fucking don't burn them. Low and slow. Be fine. Reverse sear them then. Like, put them over the fucking hot coals to get a bit of a colour on them. But really, they won't take long. Keep that thermometer in them because you'll burn them yolks and you may as well eat your fucking boot. Just keep an eye on them. I mean, pork really you don't want it. And like, depending on how thick they are, these ones are fairly thick, alright. Like, but you don't want to hit more than 150 in the middle. After that, 155 in the middle, you'll be grand. Some yolks will say, oh, cook it to 165. Personally, leave it about 150. I'm talking in Fahrenheit here. I don't know, because most of the thermometers and stuff like that come with that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think I'm talking. I am talking. Jesus, whatever. I'm going mental here. But the hoisin sauce one, fucking hell, you got to be putting that on for the last couple of minutes. Grill it in. Oh, unreal. That's half the thing about barbecue, and it's just blowholing, really, isn't it? Just blowholing. You like the taste of it and all the rest of it. But Jesus, yeah. I mean, that's what I want. That's what I want you to be sending me on your stuff. Peter fucking Mull is sending me on fucking unreal stuff there on Twitter. He's gone mad. I knew he's after getting the bug. You see, he's got the Weber gear. He's going fucking mad. Went for brick top chicken the other day. I think he used a standard block up on top of the thing, which is, that's going fucking, yeah. Put a big 20 Newton block up in a fucking the back of a chicken. It's, you know what? It's the way forward. You get inventive with shit. I'll have to clean up the barbecue area over there too. There's fucking whoever built this fucking place. Like, they built this unbelievable barbecue fucking area. Like, well, I don't know if it's a barbecue area. Maybe it's just but they built this kind of stone wall into the hill. I just fucking had it covered up with ivy and shit. So I cleaned it back. Looks the shit. I'll take a couple of photographs when I have it properly done. It'd be actually really easy to recreate, actually. But it's a nice little fucking hideaway from just getting fucking scalded out under the sun. Like, plus, also the pissing of rain. Let's get real. It's going to rain for the next 9 months after this heat is gone. I know they're roaring for rain now, but it'll be grand. It'll be grand, lads. We'll have enough of it. But yeah, fair play. Keep up the fucking snaps coming. Who's on over the weekend? Oh, fuck, it was a Ronan was on over the weekend with the parents' barbecue. God bless them. They have it since 1990. Which, Weber barbecues have been out before then, and they go for big money, the Weber ones, if they're in good nick, like, because people love the nostalgia of that shit, like, but this was no Weber. But fair play to them, they're making it. And here's the thing, if all you're interested in making is a couple of fucking sausages and burgers, whatever, like. But if you're going roasting stuff, smoking stuff, and you want to have a good control over what the fuck you're doing, get a half decent yoke, like. I've said enough for that anyway. I won't go into it any further. Right. Like I said, you can find me on all channels when it comes to this. Do me a favour, keep sharing the podcast. A few new people have messaged this week saying how they like it. I'm guessing they're as a direct result of your great selves for sharing it on whatever social platform you're on. Fire it up there, say this fucker's worth listening to. If you think you are, like I said, hit the rating button on the iTunes. If you like it, give it the 5-star. If you want to leave a couple of words as well, more power to you. I'd be fucking delighted. I'm going to see, can I get back them fucking other reviews, them bastards. If somebody put up a review already, would you stick another one up? Could I bother you to stick another one up? Just to see, can we compound these fucking bastards at Apple, whatever they've done to me. I've got a couple of videos coming up. Hopefully I'll get cracking at it tomorrow. I don't have to cut the fucking lawn. So, and I have a couple of scripts to get out for somebody else, but I'm going to try and get a couple of videos from podcasts just gone, because I have been videoing them. Just find the time to edit the bastards. Because again, I'm no fucking editorial fucking genius when it comes to this shit. So I'm learning on the fly, lads. I'm learning on the fly. You can find me on all social platforms, of course. All the Twitters and Facebooks and all the rest of it. And Instagram, Tom O'Mahony Comedy will find you on all of them. Chatty Snaps. And of course there's the YouTube page as well. Is where I'll be putting up all that stuff. Have an old gander too. For any of the barbecue stuff, I put a bunch of barbecue and stuff up there. Don't listen to them work, because I cursed like a sailor throughout the entire thing. Because I do them as a bit of a piss take, but it turns out the food comes out fairly nice. Just pulling the piss out of people like Donald skiing and stuff like that, because it's all, hey, how's it going? Aren't we all lovely? I'm more of an angrier version than that, cursing and swearing. Or listen to that. If your work is that kind of a place, go for it. I will be tomorrow night, which is Wednesday the 27th. I will be in Jokes at the Patriots Inn, which is free in. Pay what you like on the way out. I'll be there with Foil Arms and Hog, Colm O'Regan of Irish Mammy's fame, and I think Aaron McGahey is on the bill as well. It's always an absolute fucking belter of a night. The Patriots Inn is a great pub. Also, the podcast will be out Friday. I interviewed today Jay Abbey. He owns Go Gym. He's a business partner of Leanne Moore, and Leanne Moore's fiance, David Behan. He's some fucking crack, this lad. You'll hear it. He used to be a stripper. Fuck, he was on California. You gotta hear this. This is some crack. I just fucking hit record and sat back. This fella just chatted like a fucking legend for a good hour and 15 minutes or so. He just went and had a story. This could have gone on for 3 hours talking about stripping, just alone, male stripping. You're gonna like this one. Anyway, I'll catch you next week. For now, let everybody know about it and tune in this Friday. Good luck.